Okie dokie, welcome to the next installment of Blender. So it has been a few days because I've been trying to figure out what has been going wrong with my PC because it's just slowed down like crazy and stuff just hasn't been functioning properly. It turns out that I have a problem not with my graphics cards, not with my random access memory. It's just generally my CPU, allegedly. It's just not functioning the way that it was. And upon researching the actual stuff that I needed to be able to build a new PC, I don't know. I'm in between. I'm in between things at the moment because I could have someone build a PC for me in the specs that I need, but then I could also have this PC built by myself and my partner because we both have knowledge on how to build PCs. Primarily getting somebody else to do it is more convenient, but then you obviously are going to be paying for the work to be done, which is going to make it a little bit more expensive. So currently my computer is running a DDR4 with motherboard, and the current PCs are running DDR5s. Now, a lot of things are being introduced within the technical kind of realm or technical world for computers to be AI run or at least have some sort of AI onboarding which helps with processing. Depending on what I want, I'm going to go ahead and do some market research, see what I can get. But yeah, hopefully I can get a computer by the end of the year. I'm looking to actually go into a different direction with this channel and look at basically film effects and stuff like that, whilst I can get the money together to get a new PC. But to be honest with you, we're going to start with a little bit of lighting on here. I'm going to try and continue the Blender projects because I think that this is definitely something that I am definitely committed to. And it's just an absolute shame that this has happened. So what I'm going to do is, let's go ahead and add in a plane. I'm going to move the cube up to begin with G. We'll go with G again to move this plane up. And you want to go for rotate along the y-axis at 90 degrees. S for scale as far as you'd like. We'll take this cube right here once my computer catches up. So yeah, primarily it's just the processor that's having the issues. And with it being 5 generations out from present, processors that are currently available on the market, it's one of those moments, like, I think my PC it got old. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go ahead and press S for scale, just to scale this down real quick. Yeah, it's a crying shame because I absolutely love doing Blender, but what can you do? It's kind of out of my hands. I'm going to go ahead and select the top face right here and the bottom face right here. Yeah, so I've been thinking about some things that I could do on this channel for sure. S for scale. Let's click. Let's go E for extrude. Click, and then S for scale, bring this down. So yeah, I've been kind of thinking about what I can do on this channel as well. I think special effects with films would be great, but I think like old kind of school kind of stuff. We're going to go S for scale at this point, just scale this outwards. We'll go ahead with E for extrude, click, leave it where it is, S for scale, and you primarily just kind of want to bring this in. So because we've obviously got S for scale on both sides right here, they're going to come inwards, so you need to go S for scale and bring this up. E for extrude again. Click, S for scale, bring it in. E for extrude, let's go with S for scale, bring this to the top just slightly. So we've kind of got that nice little bevel coming in. And then we'll do E for extrude again, and then you just want to do the S for scale, just bring it in. And you'll notice that this comes out, it's fine. And then just press S for scale and just bring this in further. Alright, so, yeah, once we've got something like this, what I'm going to do, because we have these two faces to do exposed, let's go to the materials. Let's go with main material will just be light housing. We got it upsy. Yeah, my computer froze. This is insane. I just want to continue Blender. That's all I want to do. Like, right, okay, so we've got the two faces on the inside selected right here. We're going to go plus. Let's go with new. I'm going to assign this new material as emission. We'll call this Emmy for emission, because I can't be bothered writing out the entire word. Yeah, let's change this to emission. You can have this as any color as you'd like. You want to click assign as well. Oh my gosh. Come on. Yeah, this is a huge problem, because if my processor's not working properly, like, I don't know whether this computer's gonna just like tap out one day and I'm not gonna have anything. So what I'm gonna do is object mode right here. Because we've assigned this should now be a light source. We obviously have this default light right here. We're gonna go ahead and delete that. And now we'll notice that we don't actually have a light. So let's go back to our materials. We'll click on Emmy, and all you need to do is just turn up emission as far as you need it. If you haven't already, change your EV to cycles within the render engine. This will pop up as such. What I'm going to do with this right now is, let's go back to regular render. S for scale to bring this down. S for scale to bring this in. And then I'm going to go with G, bring this up against the wall. You can have this as far out as you want to. I will go with right click shade smooth. And then we should have this nice little kind of light coming up here. For main materials, I'm going to go ahead and click the housing. Let's go ahead and kind of make this a nice little silver. For the offset, turn that roughness down maybe. What I'm going to do, let's add an additional emission just at the side, so you've kind of got some reference here, so you can kind of see what's going on. So we'll go with plane, G, bring this to the side, R for rotate, it's 90, S for scale to bring this across, and then we'll go G to bring this up. And I'm going to make this another emission, so we'll go with ME2. Switch out that principal BSDF to emission. And then we'll rehash this. And you can see the other light on the side. I just wanted some light pollution coming from the additional plane. Alrighty, so once we've got something like this, we have our nice lights going on. And we'll change this to kind of a nice little gold. As far as the tutorial go, I'm going to try and get as many tutorials out as I possibly can. You know what I mean? Like, on that. But at the same time, it's like I kind of want to put the channel with additional videos of me how to do photography and stuff like that. Like, I have DSLRs that I can show you guys. I have a few things. Now, my DSLRs are like over 10 years old, so I mean, it is an older generation of camera, but it still works the same, you know what I mean? The same principle, essentially, apart from some of the modern ones do have additional stuff. But yeah, for beginner photographers, if you're getting second-hand cameras or whatever like that, it's an idea. It's not in solid yet. I have a board of things that I would absolutely love to show you guys, and I'm picking things at random, just basically seeing what I can do with what I have. I think that's all I can really do. I mean, you know. So, I am setting up a Patreon. Hopefully at some point I should be able to start advertising and stuff, like, you know, getting a little bit from the advertisement, so that'd help to get a new machine. Yeah, so we're on the shading tab currently. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add texture. You can go noise texture if you want to, but Veroni is really nice for this. You want to go colour, so you can either go with metallic or roughness. It's going to give you the opposite effect. So if you go with metallic, it's going to make it rough. If you go with roughness, it's going to go with metallic kind of thing. Or at least that's what the more modern versions of Blender do. So, we have something like this. And you can see that this is quite rough. And if we go into the metallic, just wait for the computer to do its calculations. We should have something like this. If you want to go ahead and place this in the IOR, you're more than welcome to. It kind of does give it a little bit of a different effect, but it might not be the effects that you're aiming for. So we can see how this works right here. So kind of a little bit basic on that one if you put it into the IOR. Oh my gosh, I felt like I was going to sneeze then. Someone stole my sneeze. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and place this in the metallic. So let's turn the roughness down. We can bring some of that metallic out right there. You can go ahead and change this to F1, F2, whatever you'd like. You got edge distance and stuff like that. Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay, so if you wanted to go ahead and bump this up a little bit and make this procedural, we can go ahead with add and bump. Just go ahead and sit that in between. You want to go color to height on the bump. Go ahead and increase your distance and go ahead and increase the filter width. And you should get some nice little cracks like this. As you can see how that works. Alright, so once we've got something like this, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go with S for scale, bring this down. Now, as you notice, there's no lamp on the inside of this, meaning that because we have this nice emission texture right here, and we have this nice emission texture right here up at the bottom, we are able to just move this around anywhere that we want to. In past builds, I generally would have put like a default light on the inside and then built the lampshade around it, but to be honest with you, I don't think the lighting sits properly, and I feel that you can edit the lighting a little bit better, given what we have for this. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Shift-D, mosey this on across, and then I'm going to go with Shift-D, mosey this on across as well. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead, Shift-D, let's go with placing this onto the y-axis, and if you press 1, it's going to go here, if you press 10, it's going to go here. So I'm going to go with a nice 5, maybe to here. Take this center one again, click it, Shift-D. Now, to get it to go this way, you're going to have to go -5. So we're going to go with, let's go with G to move this. We're going to go with -5. So these are equidistant between. And what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and click all of these. Let's go Shift-D. We'll put this up by 5, which should be about here. Now, obviously, halfway between 5, we're going to need, is 2.5, I believe. So let's go with G. We want 2.5, roughly about here. We'll take this one right here. We'll go with Shift-D, bring this out. We're going to go -5. And then all we need to do is just go ahead and duplicate this. So once we click absolutely everything on this wall, let's go with Shift-D. Oh gosh, don't select the wall. Double click if you need to get rid of that wall. We'll go with Shift-D to bring this down on the Z axis. We're going to go, because 5 is up, we need to go -5 down. But because we've got 2 rows, that means that we're going to have to go -10 as such. So, once we've got something like this, we have our rough wall. And this is kind of like a nice little lighting effects that you could put on, say, like the base of a bed or something like that. And you get this beautiful, nice little crosshatch going on with lighting. Now, as I said, once this is loading in a little bit more so you guys can see what's going on, noise eventually disappears and you can see the lighting correctly. Yeah, I will continue on with the plan tutorials as far as I can go, but if my computer taps out, then there's nothing really that I can do other than try and find a new machine. Yeah, one of those like super rich YouTubers, you know what I mean? Like, I'm literally a person who lives on a council estate. I had a minimum wage job. I've had a little bit of struggle recently because I've had companies close down on me, or they've hired too many staff, and it just happened to be that I was one of the last people to be hired, and it's like, sorry Becky, but you know, we've hired too many people, and there's the door, see you later. And it's the worst situation to be in. So I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to get off my council estate. I'm just trying to get out there, really. I don't come from a life of luxury. So I do this purely for fun, and I want to make a career out of it because I enjoy what I do. yeah, so if you guys like the tutorial, please like, subscribe, support me, please share. As I said, I'm getting the Patreon set up at the moment, so, you know, maybe that could be something that could be for the future, I don't know. Yeah, please enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the tutorial. I hope you liked it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.